The presence of life on Earth makes this big, watery rock an incredibly special place. As far as we know, this planet that we call home is the only place in the universe where life exists. And life doesn't just exist on Earth, it thrives. Over the last 540 million years, life has exploded into millions of complex plants, animals, and so much more. Having evolved over millennia through various drivers, the millions of species on Earth interact with each other to create intricate ecosystems. Plants, animals, fungi, algae, bacteria, protists, all interacting with each other and the environment to create unique and valuable forests, wetlands, grasslands, deserts, streams, lakes, oceans, and more. Aotearoa, New Zealand is recognised as one of Earth's 15 biodiversity hotspots. We have over 18,000 recognised species native to our country. Due to our isolation as an island nation, most of these species are found nowhere else on Earth, which means nowhere else in the universe. Unfortunately, since the arrival of humans, our unique and precious biodiversity has become threatened due to the clearing of forests, the drainage of wetlands, and the introduction of exotic plants and animals. In many areas, more than 97% of our indigenous habitats have been cleared, and across the country, more than 90% of wetlands have been drained. As a result, we face a national biodiversity crisis. Of the 9,300 native species that have been assessed, 4,300 are currently considered at risk of extinction. An alarming 46% of our native species at risk of going extinct. Tītoki Landcare was established in 2021 with a focus on taking strategic ecological action to tackle New Zealand's biodiversity crisis. Built on a foundation of ecological knowledge and practical restoration skills, we've set out to protect our nation's biodiversity and contribute to the restoration of diverse and resilient Indigenous-dominated ecosystems. Our work is guided by three fundamental principles. 1. Best practice ecological restoration is a combination of knowledge and action. 2. Ecological benefits are optimised by focusing restoration in high priority areas. 3. Restoration is collaborative with landowners, community groups, iwi, government and businesses. We're building an army of restoration ecologists and practitioners to tackle New Zealand's biodiversity crisis. Our team is a mix of senior ecologists, practical site supervisors, ecology students and local restoration enthusiasts, all eager to take action, all constantly learning and looking to improve, and all passionate about biodiversity. Protecting our precious biodiversity takes time, energy and money. These limited resources need to be spent strategically to ensure biodiversity benefits are maximised. Ecological restoration covers a continuum of activities from assisting native ecosystems to naturally regenerate, through to the complete reconstruction of ecosystems from bare land. It takes considerably less resources to protect, maintain and enhance an area with an existing native ecosystem than it does to reconstruct one from bare land. In sites with existing native ecosystems, nature has done most of the hard work for us. It generally just needs a little assistance to keep it on the right track, to overcome the threats humans have introduced over the last few hundred years. That's why our focus is on protecting, maintaining and enhancing areas of existing ecological value and building a network of habitats to connect these sites. It will take more than ecologists to protect our precious but threatened biodiversity. It will require policymakers, tangata whenua, central government, local government, the community, businesses, expert ecologists and hands-on practitioners. We have the expert ecologists and practitioners and are collaborating with everyone else to get the job done. Tītoki Landcare are specialists in ecological restoration. We provide the full suite of restoration services from planning and baseline monitoring through implementation and ongoing maintenance and monitoring. Good ecological restoration starts with a plan. We produce ecological management plans with the critical information to guide restoration actions, ensuring time and money are spent effectively and key objectives are met. Without the necessary monitoring, we can't know if biodiversity objectives are being met. Our team of ecologists have a wealth of experience monitoring vegetation, bats, birds, lizards, invertebrates, invasive predators, fish, general ecological condition of a site, and more. We appreciate that the challenge of saving our unique and wonderful biodiversity is mammoth and requires person power well beyond that which currently exists in New Zealand. In that vein, our ecologists openly share our ecological restoration knowledge with the community through targeted training programs to grow our nation's capacity to protect our threatened biodiversity. Our primary focus of our operation is taking strategic action. We have teams of budding ecologists and bush regenerators on the ground every day working to stop the nation's decline in biodiversity. Vegetation management is our bread and butter. To restore healthy ecosystems, getting the vegetation right is critical. Vegetation provides habitat for fauna. Flora and fauna together create ecosystems. We use a collection of techniques honed through experience and research to effectively guide the development of vegetation towards historical conditions. Our predator control is focused on achieving identified outcomes for biodiversity. If indigenous fauna is threatened by predation, we undertake robust but cost-effective monitoring to identify target predators. We establish a predator control network and maintain or modify control efforts as necessary. If regeneration of vegetation is being prevented by introduced herbivores, our approach adapts accordingly. The effectiveness of our predator control is verified through monitoring to confirm a necessary reduction in pest animals, and can be complemented with monitoring of indigenous flora and fauna to confirm whether a positive outcome has been achieved for native biodiversity. We also work with a range of local contractors to provide supplementary services such as fencing, track construction, tree work and more. Aotearoa's greatest taonga, our unique flora, fauna and ecosystems, is under threat. Nowhere else in the universe will you find a kauri forest, a kiwi, a kokako or a pekapeka. We have the knowledge, the methods and the passion to protect our unique biodiversity. Now is the time to take action. Get in touch with Tītoki Landcare to talk about how we can take action together to ensure Aotearoa's precious flora, fauna and ecosystems thrive for future generations.